It seems that Nicki Minaj wasn't high when she said that these new rap girls are taking her style. People are on Nicki's side for the first time since she and Ice Spice only started dating after Ice was caught stealing her whole style. Since her ex-best friend Baby Storm shared private DMs of her yelling at Nicki and even saying that Nicki was jealous of her, Ice hasn't stopped trying to get her attention. She has been doing some very shady things on purpose to get Nicki into a fight with her so she can have her Nicki verses. Meg moment since Nicki cut her off after this. For those of you who aren't up to date on Ice and Nicki's problems, it all began a few months ago when Ice's ex-best friend, Baby Storm, posted a bunch of pictures that showed Ice saying some really mean things about Nicki. Ice was saying that Nicki was like her mom and that Nicki was selfish and crazy. Because she said so, the makers of Barbie offered for her to do the Barbie soundtrack first, which is why she called her ungrateful and crazy. She did, however, let Nicki be on the song because Nicki's whole brand was based on being a Barbie, so she thought she would fit in well with the message. She said, "In June, we'll be putting out another record for the Barbie soundtrack. I brought her this chance because Barbie asked me to do it by myself, but because that's her style. I invited her, and she doesn't even think I'm giving her something. She's a lot like my mom in that she's selfish and crazy. By the way, I broke up with her and didn't talk to her again until January. It makes me feel bad that I own all of my titles." In fact, Nicki was offered the song before Ice Spice, which is what makes it funny. It sounds like they'd been trying for years to get Nicki to do the Barbie music, but she kept saying no because she didn't like the samples they sent her. After deciding to give Barbie to Ice, the makers hoped that she could get Nicki to be on the song, which she did. Not only that, but the music supervisor for the Barbie movie, who chose the artists who would be on the album, said in an interview that they always wanted Nicki Minaj. This was back in July 2023, but it's clear that Ice didn't know this. She thought she was helping Nicki, but she was really just a go-between to get Nicki to be on the music. You can't make this up, kid. Nicki was even more upset about these screenshots because Ice was already being criticized by Nicki's fans a few weeks before Baby Storm leaked them. Ice had shared a picture of herself with Cardi B. Kanye also said on his Instagram stories that Ice had recorded a verse for his song New Body to replace Nicki's line because Nicki refused to clear her verse for the song. This made Nicki and her fans look down on her even more. But when word got out that Ice had swapped out Nicki's line for her own, Ice's team suddenly changed their minds at the last minute. Ice was called a snake by many, and they said she used Nicki to get a hit. As you can see, the bad things she was doing were already making people mad. I'm sure you can guess how angry people were when Baby Storm called these DMs out. When it first started, Ice didn't seem to care about anything because she didn't realize how much Nicki's fans backing her music meant. But after 2 failed projects in the last few weeks, she now knows that she will never be able to talk things out with Nicki again. Now she's trying to get Nicki into a fight. As soon as she shared a video of herself previewing her new song Fat Butt, people said she was trying to get Nicki to fight with her. She took Nicki's flow right out from under her for her song Shanghai and her version of Chirac, and people noticed right away. We really like Nicki, even the way she acts in the movie. At first, some people thought she was trying to honor Nicki, but others didn't buy it. And they called her names like this person who said, "Okay, Barbs, this is your chance to shine." You guys are always complaining about how people copy Nicki. I don't see how this isn't a clear copy and paste. "She must have taken Nicki's team or something because this is straight out of Nicki's playbook," said someone else. Where are the blades, though? Ice kept going even though people didn't like her. And when she finally released the song, she added to the copycat claims. The impact of Nicki was very clear in the whole song, but Ice wouldn't give credit to Nicki, as usual. She tried to steal it instead and claim it as her own. Ice put up a video of herself rapping around to her new song, and everyone couldn't help but notice how much her outfit looked like Nicki's in the Itty Bitty Piggy music video. During that time, Nicki had a very unique way of dressing. She would wear a crop top that was very tight and let the top of her bra show. Also, guess what? In this movie, Ice was also dressed the same way. Someone said, "Yup, it's giving itty-bitty piggy Nicki vibes, especially off the bra," said someone else. Very itty-bitty piggy Nicki vibes, but without the sparse bangs. It got so bad that Azealia Banks had to tell her to stop trying so hard to be like Nicki. You already know that Azealia did not play around with Ice. She added, "Somebody needs to tell Ice Spice that absolutely nothing about this aesthetically performance-wise, production-wise, is Y2K at all. This sounds like Nicki Minaj's early VIM pack weave. Ice, we need a new hair color and a new look on our faces. But you should press the pause button, fire David LaChapelle, and do this again. Big and BBL bodies are the opposite of Y2K. But, as I already said, the reaction wasn't enough to make Ice stop copying Nicki Minaj. This is because she just came out with another look that she stole from Nicki. Nicki didn't waste any time this time putting her in her place. I shared this video of her with blonde hair that a lot of people thought looked a lot like Nicki's wigs when she first started out in the business. When they called her out on it, though, her hairdresser came out and lied through her teeth, saying that Ice's style was based on the late Princess Diana and not Nicki. It's not all about Nicki. This was a copy of Princess Diana, aka what she and most people have called her since she began singing. Nicki was fed up at this point, so she sent a very clear message telling her to stop the BS before she comes for her and gives her the attention she needs so badly. Nicole said, "Let's start this right away. That's me." That's the first one. Second, go back to the first one. In case you ever want to play on my Bomberosclot head top, remember that I said a lot of people were on Nicki's side, and they stuck with her right away. Someone said, they take Nicki's head off and use her while they act stupid. That's the reason Nicki is careful around these rap girls. We'd all feel the same way if someone did this to us in real life. No-ish. Now, I want to know what you think. Do you think it's okay for Ice Spice to copy Nicki's style? What do you all think about Nicki's attack on her? Let me know your opinions in the comments section below.